Utah's real estate is as diverse as its climates. From the summits of Park City all the way to the red rocks of St. George, Utah's real estate is bursting with character. Utahns love their real estate.
But it's always evolving and changing, whether somebody wants to sell it or remodel it.
This is Utah Real Estate Essentials.
It's just so fun. So it's always a good time to look at Park City, especially when you can go up there and go skiing and enjoy that beautiful weather. And I've got Ross Brookham there with the Lawson team. Now I know you guys sell a ton of real estate up there. So tell me a little bit about this property and its location.
Yeah, so this is a really unique property. It's located in the woods of Parley's Lane, which is it's a gated community that's kind of a hidden gem up here in Park City. Basically, if you're heading up from Salt Lake, you've at the top of Parley's Summit, you've got Summit Park on your right-hand side, and then on your left-hand side, you've got this little private road that takes you to this gate. And then you've got the woods of Parley's Lane, which is this 192-acre community. It's just really tranquil, and there's only 44 home sites here, so it's really not too condensed, and it's just a really beautiful lifestyle community.
Yeah, and so as we go inside and start looking at the inside of this property, it's absolutely beautiful. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this home, they actually just completed in time for the 2017 Parade of Homes. It's a Roger Knight construction, really sort of mountain, contemporary, open plan, main level living concept, really family friendly, but also, still has that very kind of high-end, entertaining focused floor plan. It's just a really beautiful house.
Yeah, so it looks like they've really set this up for, meeting with people and entertaining and stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a beautiful kitchen, as you can see. And I noticed they've also got some beautiful views up here. What are you looking out on as you're looking out up here?
So looking out from the kitchen, you can definitely stand in the kitchen, see the ski runs, see the views. Because there's so much space in this community, there are a ton of view corridors and open space in every direction. And then through the community as well, there's 4.5 miles of trails. So you always see people out there walking dogs, walking around the community. Like I said, it's a really lifestyle focused community.
Yeah, now I notice it's this obviously is a brand new home, but it's furnished absolutely beautiful. Is there an option if somebody wanted to, they could buy it furnished?
Yeah, so Thomasville out of Salt Lake actually did the furnishings for us to get ready for the parade, or the showcase, sorry. If someone wanted to purchase the furniture as a package, I'm sure Thomasville would do a really good price on it.
That's great. So tell me about how many bedrooms and bathrooms we're looking at here.
Yeah, so the home has 4 bedrooms plus 1 flex room. So you've got the main level on the master, like you mentioned. It's a very kind of main level living focused home. And then you've got the three additional bedrooms downstairs with a flex room. So it could be 5 bedrooms, could be 5 bedrooms with a playroom, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so Park City's got a diverse kind of population there. Is this a location? Is there a lot of people that this is a second home, or does this be considered like a main home, or what would you consider this area?
Right, so this could absolutely be a second home. Actually, interestingly, people love the woods of Parley's Lane as a primary home neighborhood because, the proximity to Salt Lake and Park City, and you really can't get that anywhere else and get the kind of lifestyle that you get living here.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. So how many square feet are we looking at on this?
It's just over 4,500 square feet, this home, which, we found is a pretty good size for this price point. People, don't want these massive homes anymore, but it's just enough to, get away and have some additional living areas throughout the house.
Yeah, which I love. One thing I really love about Park City is how everybody integrates like their animals and pets and stuff. And I noticed that it has on there, it has a place to wash your dog, right?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, 4.5 miles through the community that connects to 400 miles of Park City Trail. So Park City is a really pet-friendly community. One of the nicknames of Park City is Bark City, right? So the addition of the dog wash in the garage is kind of an ode to that.
Yeah, which is great. I always love to go up there and see all the people enjoying their life and their dogs. It's such a beautiful area, and there's such a unique style of living. So Ross, if somebody wanted to get some more information about this property, how would they reach out to you?
So David can be contacted directly. His number is 435-901-0904, or the Woods of Parley's Lane website is thewoodsofparleyslane.com.
So Lisa, I know you guys have been doing this forever and you're really good at it. What do you guys do differently than the other businesses that do this?
So we do multiple systems for free.
And that's huge. So if somebody had like 2 AC units or 2 furnaces or like 2 kitchens, you cover both of them at no more cost.
Correct.
That's huge.
Yes. And we also provide the same coverage for sellers as well.
This is great. So if somebody is selling their house, they can take advantage of these same sort of warranties and stuff.
Yes.
So when we have the inversion up here in Salt Lake, it's always a great time to go look at St. George. And I've got John Ames, who's with the Ames team, and you're one of the pros down there. So John, tell me a little bit about this property and where it's located.
All right, Jay. Hey, this property is what's called the Springs subdivision. It was a subdivision that had a lot of growth between 2003 and 2008. And this neighborhood is not a spec build type house neighborhood. These are very custom homes. Each house is unique. As you can see from this house, it has a front courtyard with a huge fountain. It has elevated ceilings. It has coffered ceilings. Really, really nice updated amenities in this house, Jay.
Yeah, as I can tell, as we're walking into the inside, they've got really tall ceilings and it looks like they've done some remodeling, right?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, they spent about $100,000 doing extensive remodel on the property, including the interior parts of the kitchen and the master bedroom area. But more importantly is the fact that they did a major renovation in the backyard and completely built out a new pool, jacuzzi, putting green, outdoor fireplace, outdoor barbecue area with a huge covered patio.
Yeah, it looks great. So tell me, would this be considered a primary residence, or would this be like a secondary home, or what would that look like?
Yeah, in this neighborhood, we have a lot of second home owners in this area, and the people that come down here looking for a property like this, Jay, a lot of times they'll say, I'm looking for a getaway place, and within 2 to 4 years, they're saying, I want this to be my primary residence. And I'm going to move down here and then maybe commute back and forth to Salt Lake so they can enjoy the weather benefits down here in St. George versus being up there in the snow.
Yeah. So what do you do if you buy a house that's not in an HOA, though, and you want to set it up as a second home?
There's so many people that worry about that, saying, I don't know how I take care of a house being in Salt Lake. It is really easy. We have a number of landscapers down here that will actually completely take care of the outside of your house, including pool, jacuzzi, all your plants, all your sprinkler maintenance, all your trimming, all of your weeds, all of your fertilization. That is turnkey, and it's very affordable to have someone take care of a house like this for you. So all you do is literally come down and play versus coming down for the weekend and doing yard work.
Yeah, that's great. So tell me about this home specifically. How many square feet and how many bedrooms are we looking at?
This house is a 2,900 square foot house. It was built in 2003. It has 3 bathrooms. It has 10 to 16 foot ceilings, Jay, as you saw, and it has some real nice amenities, including a concrete RV pad, 10 to 16 foot ceilings, Italian tile, quartz countertops, hickory cabinets, and really, really nice views.
I can see it's just a beautiful place to be. And of course, we're dealing with a bunch of inversion up here. I bet your phone rings off the hook when we get bad weather in Salt Lake, right?
I actually enjoy when you get the bad weather up there, because I guarantee people here for the next 4 days saying, I'm done with the inversion, I want my house in St. George.
The nice thing about St. George, it's only about 4 hours south of Salt Lake, and then if you want to go to the national parks, you're right there, perfect for hiking during the winter, or even if you want to jump down to Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, you're less than 2 hours to Vegas, you're less than 2 hours to Grand Canyon, you can be up in Zion National Park in 45 minutes, enjoying the weather and hiking up there. You could be riding mountain bikes from this property, or with numerous trails within 20 minutes of this. If you're into riding Harleys, side-by-sides, hiking, biking, this house will afford you all that lifestyle. You can be doing all of it within 15 or 20 minutes.
And it also has a casita, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Yeah, they took part of the back of the garage, a real small portion of it, and built basically a small casita with a separate entrance, so they can have friends come and go and use that little area.
So this, basically the house has everything. It's got location, it's got style, and a place for your friends to come and stay. So John, if somebody wanted more information about this, how would they contact you?
Great. They can give us a call at 800-206-1003, or they can email us directly at aimsteam@sgremax.com.
We were looking for a new home. Some were too big, some were too small, some were just wrong. Then, wow, we were in our dream home.
Then the hard part started. All this paperwork.
Luckily, we had Steve, a loan officer from Castle & Cook Mortgage, on our side. Even though he's done this 1,000 times, he knew we hadn't. He took care of everything, and fast, so we could focus on the things that really matter, like enjoying our new home. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle.
Most people aren't insurance experts. Shoot, most of the time they don't know what coverage they have or even who their agent is. It's okay. It's not your job to be an insurance nerd. It's mine. I even have the glasses and sweater vest. As your personal insurance nerd, my staff of nerds and I are excited and eager to get nerdy about your insurance. Your coverage is important and so is the price. We understand that. Let us get nerdy about the details. If you're looking for the cheapest price from some online company regardless of coverage, you've got the wrong nerd. Now, if you're looking for a personal relationship with a local insurance nerd who cares about covering you and your family and that your cat's name's Fluffy, I'm your nerd. Give us a call or shoot us an email. If we don't answer right away, it's because we're deep in the nerdiness with another client. Don't worry, we'll get right back to you. We always do. Kai Tanner, Farm Bureau Insurance.
Okay, Clay, for this one, we're going to be heading down to Mapleton, and of course, Mapleton is one of the crown jewels down in southern Utah County, right?
Yeah, just right there, just south of Springville. It's beautiful, it's secluded, it's kind of the place to be when you're down that South Utah County.
That's right, because they're all on larger acres down there.
Yes.
And it's not, some of the South County, you'll get into smaller acreage, inexpensive homes, but Mapleton is, I think they're all on like half acre.
Yeah.
And so this is what you get into is farmhouses like this.
It's fun to drive through Mapleton. There's just such beautiful country and area there, and you get these beautiful homes just like this one.
Yeah.
That are really unique and have a lot of character too.
And so this one was originally built in 1973, but as you can see, they have completely done an absolutely beautiful remodel.
Oh, they have. Yeah. You look at the cabinetry and the countertops, and they've really gone all out on this one.
And they've done a big extension on it, and the finishes and everything they did on this is the best of both worlds, because you've got animal rights on this property. So if you're having a couple of horses, you can have chickens, turkeys, whatever you want to do, and then you walk inside and you've got your new modern farmhouse, because that's kind of the style right now, right?
It is, and what family hasn't dreamed of that? Having some animals there on the property, and just look at that floor plan and the design, the architecture, and the ceiling is just incredible.
This was an addition. Former owner of this house was an artist, and they wanted that northern light to come in, and so they built this extension onto it, this beautiful room right here, and of course then they decked it out with all this really nice furnishings and stuff.
I love it.
it's I'm a really big fan of this house. I mean, this is one, and I think it's a tremendous value. It's only $114 a square foot.
And I love the wood tones they put throughout this, and just the the wainscoting and some different things that they've done here that are just give it a lot of class and really make it eye-popping.
So this is when we first took this listing, one of the problems they had is they had remodeled the whole thing except for the master bath. And they didn't have a very big closet. And so as we went and looked at the house, they said, everything is amazing, but your master bath doesn't match the rest of the house. And so, and look at this. Here's a little deck off the master bedroom that he looks out over the valley.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, as it looks over the property,
Yeah,
you see
up
the
in those
animals out
mountains.
there and the mountains,
And so take a look at this. They just finished this beautiful remodel of this bathroom. And what we did is we took one of the bedrooms that was right next to it and turned that into a huge master closet.
Such a necessary thing in today's market, right? And
Yeah.
they just really did this right too.
Yeah, and so they did this beautiful remodel. It took us a couple weeks to get it done, but it was, the rest of the house was done. It was perfect and immaculate, and that's what it was missing, is just this one last piece. So now it's come back up on the market, and it's ready to go. This is going to be looking at some of the kids' bedrooms that are upstairs, which are so cute. Darling.
Yeah, just some great design that they did there. Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be more of the bedroom, all those mature trees, which I gotta love mature trees.
You do.
Yeah.
It gives you some great shade, just makes it, the overall market appeal and curb appeal is significantly improved with that mature landscaping.
And this is going to be down, this is going to be more of the remodel. It's going to be down in the basement here. As you can see, they've got a nice little family room. They've got another couple bedrooms down here.
Yeah, nice kitchenette. Yeah.
Really great stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so this one, like I said, it's only $114 a square foot. It's on almost an acre. It lays out really nice. The neighbors next to it have horses, so if you wanted to keep horses, you could possibly board them there on your house, or you could put it on yours. There's a really nice aerial view. Look at that beautiful landscaping.
That. Yeah.
It's got plenty of room. If you want to put horses back in the back corner back here, they'd fit in there great.
They would.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan. I of course have to be centrally located in the Salt Lake Valley, but this would be a house that would be fun to live in,
And everybody, the great thing about this is the community feel and the support that you get down here too, with just a lot of the great traditions that they have in this community and some of the outings they have, and there's a real strong community there in Mapleton and Springfield, and this just fits right in with that whole property. What a great layout.
Okay, Clay, for this one, we're going up on the side of the mountain in Draper, which is, everybody knows where Draper is, right?
Well, I was just there mountain biking. Yeah. I love that area.
They have great mountain biking trails.
The best.
They really do.
Yeah.
Their infrastructure of their city, they've done a really good job. And now take a look at this one. It's right on the corner with a circular driveway. And this is a house, as you look at this one, this particular house was drawn and designed specifically around this lot.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here with this smile on my face as we're looking at this, Jay, because I love the way they laid this property out.
If you're looking for a custom home that's up in Draper, right against the mountains, as you can see, you're right there. This is it. And as we go inside, you're going to see it really got a cool floor plan as you walk in. So you walk in, you see the circular stairways that walks around, that wraps around and goes up, and then they got French doors that go kind of into your entertaining area.
I love that design. I love that feature in a home. When you have those French doors right inside like that, it kind of opens it up and lets a ton of light move throughout the property.
And so they've got a kitchen in here, and one of the struggles with this particular house is the size of the kitchen, but we've got a way where we're going to open up that kitchen. We've already got it figured in. We're going to make some changes to that kitchen and kind of make it expansive and kind of open it up. And
you definitely have the room to do that.
Yeah, it's got plenty of room, and it's got this really cool entertaining area. And we're going to make those changes to that kitchen and make it bigger, because people want a really big kitchen. So we're going to move the way that island sits and kind of move it into the room.
I can visualize that. Yeah,
and kind of make it that bar so it goes more on an angle, so it opens it up, which would be great. Now the cool thing is, because this is up on the mountain and looking over the valley, those windows that you see right there, it's hard to get video of that, but it looks over the whole valley, and it's got a deck off the back that's just absolutely amazing. So even on the main floor, without even going upstairs, you've got this beautiful view off the back of the whole back of the house. And going upstairs, you can see they've got tons of just kind of living area. This is the master. Look at that view.
Oh yeah, doors, the windows, the little deck right there.
Isn't that something?
It is.
Yeah. a big, huge master bedroom, master closet is massive, master bath is. And they've got, one of the challenges on this house also is it still has white carpet, which you know that was popular a few years ago, but we've got planned and we're going to put in new carpet through the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're kind of waiting. Our thought is, do we put the carpet in or do we wait for the buyer to come in and they pick out the carpet?
Choose the carpet, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And so we've been kind of holding off on it a little bit, but it'll make a big difference because, you know, carpet, white it's so hard to keep that white.
It's so pretty, right? Yeah, it's so pretty, but yeah, I can say it's hard to keep it that white like you want to.
Yeah. So we got to figure it out. We've been going back and forth whether we change it out now or whether we wait. But I'm holding out, trying to hope to see the buyer comes in and they want to make it the color and style that they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which would be ideal. And there we are. So this is going to be an office with right on the main floor that steps right out onto this beautiful deck. Now think this is the main floor right here. That's the upstairs. Okay, this is down again a walkout basement, which is so nice.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to have that, right?
They did it right too. You know, nice decking, nice materials that were used on that in the process, and great backyard.
Yeah. And so this one, really good property, and we can make some subtle changes to just make it amazing.
The last time we moved, the process took a lot longer than I thought, and I lost a bunch of my stuff. I just don't want to go through that again.
Don't worry, Zippy Shell to the rescue. Now Zippy Shell is a proven nationwide company that is fully licensed and insured. When we bring our shell to your house where you can load it or we can load it for you. And once the container is full, you put a lock on it and we take it to our climate controlled and secure warehouse. There we wrap your containers to make your belongings more secure prior to shipping. And your possessions never leave that container until you unload it at your new home, so there's no chance of anything getting lost. And your price is guaranteed on the front end, no last minute surprises. And that's what Zippy Shell is, portable storage and moving made simple. Contact us through zippyshell.com and tell them Zippy Girl sent you.
So Clay, for this one, we're going to be heading up to Daniel Summit, which is one of the premier locations, right? If you want to go snowmobiling, right?
Yeah, there's so much activity up there to do as far as,
And if you want to go fishing,
Strawberry is just right down the road. And,
And so we're going to be looking, this is going to be, well, they consider it Daniel Summit. It's right up at the top, and right across the road there, you can rent snowmobiles and go right around. You can rent four-wheelers, and it's a year-round type of destination. And this particular property is a massive cabin. I mean,
you can tell that, looking at that,
I mean, they put a lot into this property, and it's right there by all the national parks. I mean, and so you're actually own part of it. They're on just about an acre of land, as you can see, and there's the road going right up there to Strawberry, and right across, that's where you rent all your snowmobiles and everything. That's like a year-round
business.
Done
that.
Yeah.
I've ridden my four-wheelers on those trails. I've ridden snowmobiles in the wintertime, and it's just amazing country in there.
Yeah, and so what if you had yourself a massive cabin right across the street, and we're going to go right under here. And so we're going to be looking on this one at $1.8 million, but it's 9,106 square feet. It's got 7 bedrooms. It's got 5 full and 2 3/4 baths. That's a lot.
Wow, this property just has so much opportunity with it, Jay.
It's got an 8-car garage.
Yeah.
And so this is a unique property, and they can, as you can tell, they've really put a lot into it, and it's perfect. I mean, a log cabin. Do you know how much it costs to build one of these?
What a great family reunion or gathering place, you know. I mean, there's so much room, and what a perfect location. It really is.
And they even did all the banisters and everything right there in wood, and so they just kind of matched everything. The way that they did the ceiling, you know, the chandelier and everything. The kitchen just lays out. I mean, if you wanted to have a log cabin, they are really, really expensive to build. The amount of wood that it takes to build, wood's very, very expensive. And then the labor to be able to do it and to be able to get something like this. So you're going to be looking at it about $197 a square foot. But this is, And I mean, you could do a lot with this
Well,
property.
it's so perfectly conforming for this area, and if you, as you go through this from room to room, they just kept the flow and the feel very consistent, very appropriate for this type of a property and the location it's at.
Yeah, and so obviously they're right there by Daniel Summit, so Uinta National Forest. They've done a lot of they've got a 70-foot swing outside. Again, they've got an 8-car garage. The basement's 93% finished. It's on just under an acre, and this one, you know, obviously it's not going to appeal to everybody, because I don't know, you know, would this be a second home? Almost be. It could be a first. It could be a second home. Right?
It could be either way, but there's just, like I said, so much opportunity, and the acre is just perfect because you don't have too much to maintain, but yet you're right in the middle of everything that you want to do outdoors. You have a lot of public access all the way around there on different things that you can do from outdoor activities, and so it's really an ideal property that you could use a number of different ways, in all honesty.
Yeah, and so, and you can see the way they finished it out. They used a lot of top end finishes, really nice. And I really like to fish up there. And I used to pull my motorhome with my boat up that hill there and go fishing on Strawberry. And it was great times.
There's not a better trolling place in this state. I'm convinced. If you love to do some troll fishing with your boat, there's just not a better place.
Yeah, they've got a place right near there where the salmon, the kokanee salmon, come up in the fall, like October time. It looks like here in Alaska because they get that hunchback, that orange look, and they're just coming up and that's right there. And one of the unique things about Strawberry, what's made it this really great place, basically it's a year-round resort because you got great fishing, then you got ice fishing, then you got your snowmobiling, you got your four-wheeling, you got your mountain biking, you got everything right here. But Strawberry unique, what they've done is when the fish go up to spawn, what they do is they catch the fish and they take all the eggs out of them, and then they hatch them, and they keep them separate of each other, and that's why. And then they slowly release them as they get big enough. So they make sure there aren't any big fish in there. So they just make sure they're all the same size in each of the different bins. And so once they get big enough, then they release them back out into there. So it's natural. It's a fishery, and so they're the most beautiful fish that are out there.
And the best tasting. They're seriously the best tasting.
Because that water is cold.
It's cold, and it's amazing. Every time I catch fish out of there, I look forward to eating those later on. And I just love all the attention to detail they put into this property. When we're looking at all the timber works and the roof and the ceiling, the stairs, the banister, everything about it. And look at this, even the accent right down here in the basement. Just really classy.
That's the home theater right there that you can see through the doors there. And this is kind of a massive just opening. This is inside the home theater.
Got the elevated floor right there.
Again, tons of wood. I mean, even in the basement, they didn't spare any expense. Even the doors are all wood. I mean, the cost of replacement on this house would probably be close to double this cost.
Yeah.
It really would.
Yeah.
Because you're going to make a log cabin. You're going to spend a lot of money.